top in the parking lot so y'all can see but adjust the swing.
Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. Broken lady sitting on the grill with grainy grip. It's hard to miss us. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. Flossing, swerving, the top is missing.
Hey man, it's your boy Renzo, and I'm here sitting on this heater, and y'all watching Turnin Headz Tv.
Renzo, look, I was raised by the whole damn street. Everybody was kinfolk. Everybody knew it was something different about Renzo. Mama said I couldn't be a lawyer because I couldn't lie. Cause every time I tried, I cried. Even if I couldn't get caught, I still can't. Even if the judge let me off, I still ain't. Don't think of putting me up on that stand if you did it, cause you won't get acquitted. If we was together, then I ain't snitching. But don't try to blame me for your fucked up decisions. I ain't an eyewitness. I stay up in my lane, keep that shit off my grass, and don't fuck up my day. While we talking about it, stop messing up my name. It's R-E-N to the Zo for Shizo, Negro. On that other side of 45, where the ditches fill up and the horses run wild like Alright. I'm thinking about money all over the world that I could have been getting instead of being out bullshitting. Late nights drunk driving through the city hoping I don't hit a tree or the laws come get me. But fuck that, cause I got the whole family with me on the cafe hunt with 2 12s in the trunk. And fuck Grey Goose, we sipping on Parmesan. Nigga straight no chase, still on it the next day. Pores wide open at the job, dizzy walking to my chair. You can tell as soon as you hear me talking, I don't care. I really kinda wish you was there, but if you ain't escorted, you don't come around here. Out of sight, out of mind type shit though. I bet you pay attention when I leak up with the click though. But I'm on my own, putting shit down for Acres Home, representing till I'm dead and gone. Yeah. I could have been whatever I wanted, so I chose to be a bad motherfucker. Go ask a motherfucker. A thug ain't shit but an immature G. And right after that, you got real men and me. So I ain't got enough time to argue over streets. If I wanted to have them, they would've walked me out my sleep. These white collar workers ain't happy as it seems, especially when they come across a nigga like me. Speaking up for the people they've been voting against, using big ass words like I don't be knowing this shit. I don't have to know the word, cause I know what it meant. If you bringing it up, you better know your shit. Cause the people you talking about been taking care of me, been with them my whole life. They raised me right, so before they get mad about employment benefits, I tell them something smart that means shut up, bitch.
Turnin Headz TV back with Renzo, Purp, Renzo. So you touched base on how you used to be the one just spitting the freestyle, but touch base on who the people you were with during that time.
I got homies, man, that they all from out here. All my homies from Acres Home and shit. We've been going to the same schools. We was the ones doing all of them humming. And we've been always together. When we were singing, it was all of us on stage, singing like a motherfucker. And so we was all against smoking weed, and we knew we wanted to be something when we grew up and shit. So we was like, we ain't gonna smoke no weed, we ain't gonna be no Crips, we ain't gonna be no Bloods. We gonna grow up and be something. And so, but we still was together and shit. So we was like, we gonna come up with a name. And so we was always telling folks, you know, fuck this, fuck you, fuck that. And it was, a lot of times it was used in a good way. It was like, hey man, you gonna finish that hair work? I'm like, fuck it, I might as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it was like that, man, fuck it, you gotta do it anyway.
Yeah.
And so we called ourselves the Fuck You Clique. And so that's FUC. And that's, you know, and that's what it is. I got it tatted on my back and it's all in the represent video. And that's what it stands for. It's not just running around terrorizing the neighborhood and stuff. It was just like, fuck it, you gotta do it anyway. That's a lot of our personality. We don't give a shit about most things, you know.
And all of y'all are from Acres Home, right?
All of us from Acres Home. You may have a stray that's from somewhere else or something like that, but he hung out with us, so that's what it was. If you ask him where he from, he ain't gonna say whatever his neighborhood. He's gonna be like, man, I got homies in Acres Home. Don't worry about where I'm from.
Yeah. Shit, some pop off, they got it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Don't worry
We
about
holler
that.
out, hey man, Acres Home gotta handle some business, then
Yeah.
he gonna ride with us. So.
People in Acres Home got like a lot of love for the neighborhood. Like I used to have this bus driver back in middle school, and she got into it with a kid that was like just getting crunk with her, like, and she got hyped. She was like, she just started cursing him out, talking about, I'm from Acres Home, you don't want to mess with me.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
We had a really bad reputation, man. You used to tell motherfucker you from Acres Home, and it was like, oh no. Because everybody started thinking about Chocolate Town and, you know, Fright Night, going out there and beating up folks on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a certain stigma, man, because one thing about Acres Home, it's basically a lot of fucking poor people here. You know what I mean? That 44 bus, the 44 is not just, you know, 44 is just some shit to highlight. It's the 44 bus that leave from Acres Home and take you all the way downtown. So when you get downtown and that 44 pull up, you're going to see a whole bunch of people getting off the bus. And you're going to know you don't need to fuck with anybody that just got off that bus. You know what I'm saying? Because they coming down there for child support and they going to court. Everything that you got to do, you have to route the 44 to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going downtown and shit. It's a little different than, you know, you catching this bus and, you know, I got this other bus that I got to catch to transfer to this. No, you catch the 44, you can do it.
From the 163.
From the 163.
The 400.
Now, you do, you know what I mean? You got to do all your business from the 44. So
the music video, it was shot here. I mean, how important was it for you to actually, you know, have it shot here in your neighborhood with all your people with you? I mean, how did that feel?
Well, it was represent, man. This is a testament of who I am, my life. You know, when I say I'm representing for Acres Home, it's not that I'm running around scaring the shit out of everybody, jacking folks and selling the biggest dope and all that kind of shit, making the most money. It's more that I represent for Acres Home. I'm more representing for the older people in Acres Home that paved the way for us to go and live a better life. So that's how I'm representing for them. I'm more like an Acres Home senator. You know, you don't bring J-Dog up to talk to Barack Obama. You don't do that, because he's going to be like, hey, nigga, you need to, you know what I mean? He's like, hey, you know, you need to bring somebody that wear glasses that can talk to him in a way that he ain't got to say, what did he say, you know? And I know I clown a lot of shit, like when I'm doing these interviews and I cuss and, you know, say all this silly shit. But I'm able to break it down and get Mr. Intelligent, and I know how to read a contract and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why it was very important for me to be on the street, because like I'm out doing everything I do for y'all. I'm raising my kids to reverse the stigma that they have about y'all. You know what I mean? And myself. We all from Acres Home, but this is the way that I'm gonna represent for. You know? Definitely.
What do you love about Acres Home?
I love the family atmosphere, man. The kinfolk shit. You know, you go somewhere. I know a lot of people, they're displaced. You know, they grew up in one place and they moved to some other city, and they ain't got no friends, they got nobody to count on, so they got all these relationships with people that's half-assed. Whereas I feel like when I'm in Acres Home, I have this genuine relationship with these people that been knowing me, and I say all these people down the street kin to me, but ain't nobody did the math on that shit. Your uncle is this uncle, and it's like, nah, that's my cousin, don't fucking touch him. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with him, that's my kinfolk. Yeah. So it's simple as that. It's that genuine love that people have, and then the freedom. Ain't no HOAs in Acres Home. If I want a pink house, motherfucker gonna be pink. It's gonna be neon green. You know, the people express themselves fully, I feel like. You know, if somebody mad at you, they fucking mad at you, and they gonna be real about it.
For you hood folks, that's homeowners association.
Yeah, HOA is homeowners association, and we still have ditches. It's like, you know, it's going to an old. I've been to St. Louis recently, and it kind of got a real old look to it, old, you know, OG vibe to it. Like I expected a motherfucker to come out with a Tommy gun. You know what I'm saying? And so I like that. I don't like all of. I can appreciate that. How about that? Because I can't say I don't like elevators. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I like the old school vibe. And I feel like it's very genuine. You know, and it's the family. My family, all my family is here. So
Okay.
that's what it's about.
Well, I got kind of.
Now that that's answered, I'm sorry. You spoke on diversity of sound. RSA has a huge diversity, I think. I mean, Arsenic for one, Renzo, Purp, The Forces, Dirty and Nasty, Crazy 8. Everybody, D-Risha, pretty much everybody has their own sound, and it's like y'all all still come together as one to make a cohesive group. Tell me a little bit about what RSA, you know, is as of now and what's coming up, and about Turnin Headz.
Well, shit. Right now, y'all seeing a lot of what's going on with Turnin Headz. You know, we're
This
gonna
was going on with
diversify.
Turnin Headz.
Gonna diversify. You know, just do something different. That's what Turnin Headz always been about, and RSA has been about that from the jump. They knew that they made different music. They knew that they were people that they ain't the buddy. They ain't with the buddy shit. I don't know none of y'all. We just love to make music, and everybody ended up connecting with that. It's not, you know, ain't nobody grew up with each other and all that kind of shit. It was just, you know, and we're not out trying to make friends with everybody. It's like we just want to make some music and let the people enjoy it.
Definitely.
You know? And with Turnin Headz, just going to diversify. Some things, like you're seeing part of the Turnin Headz TV, but as far as the showcase is concerned, we got some shit that we're trying to cook up, and we want to make it nice. We don't want to just go out there and have to move, because that's the part is irritating, to do all this shit. You know, now we're looking into trying to find a place that's stationary that we can cultivate a new idea, you know, because more people that's like RSA can come in. You know, it's a guy right now that don't know anybody, but that can write the best songs that have ever been written, but he don't have an outlet for it, and he don't feel like going to the club. He don't feel like kissing no DJ ass. You know, he need a place to go to where he can see other people that do music because they love it, not because they ain't got no other fucking skills. And
Yeah,
they didn't
definitely.
graduate. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, it's definitely a stepping stone for a lot of people in the city. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it being on hiatus right now is cool, but it's definitely going to be back. So.
Yeah, I'm looking. I see a lot of folks. You can see it. You know, they need it. You know,
Yeah.
they need that shit. So we just trying to make it right when we come back. So
Okay. On the lighter subject, what's in y'all's iPods right now? Who y'all jamming mainstreaming from the city?
from the city, the fuck is the last thing I've been listening to? Cause I've been wrapped up in fucking happy hour.
Yeah.
For real, it was a heavy project. Other than that, I got to listen to everybody's music, but right now there's not this one guy that's. Oh no, it's okay. The latest guy that blew my mind is a dude named Dustin Prestige.
Okay, yeah.
I love a
Prestige,
songwriter.
right,
There's
yeah.
not too many songwriters out here. You know what I'm saying? So when I find one, it's like yes, they exist. You know, motherfuckers have concepts, and you ask them what that verse was about, and they say this was the verse was about. Right now, you ask somebody, hey, what that verse about? And be like, I just went hard. It's like, shut up. No, you didn't. That shit don't change nobody's life.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? So that's why I'm listening to some Dustin Prestige, mainstream. I'm still listening to old shit, you know. I'm on Big Crit.
Okay, yeah, Big Crit's a big
Been out for a
name
while,
right
but fuck it.
now. Yeah.
You know, because when I pull up, it's on.
What y'all think of what y'all think of Life is Good?
I haven't heard it yet.
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, I usually stay away from new releases for like at least a good 6 months. I usually like to kind of let them simmer
Fizzle out.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can kind of form my own unbiased impression of what of the album without being surrounded by all the hype. So I mean, that's my general rule of thumb. But recently, I went to Baton Rouge with D-Risha. We did a show about a week and a half ago. And we had some fucked up shit happen. We had like our front tire went flat and shit, and like it was just fucked up, and we ended up having to drive back to Houston and at 45 miles an hour on a donut.
Shit.
So like we were driving overnight, and like I mean this is like a 4-hour trip got stretched out to like an 8-hour trip basically.
Oh my goodness.
So I was jamming all kinds of new shit because he had it in the car, and I was trying to stay awake, you know. So I listened to the whole new Big Crit album. I listened to Life is Good. I listened to that new Killer Mike album.
Oh,
What the fuck else did I listen to? It was something else. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, but those three I you know heard repeatedly for you know an extended period of time. Yeah. So I mean, you know, and I appreciate each of those albums in their own right. You know.
See, the adventures rappers have when they on their missions to do their shows, man.
Yeah.
Rappers and artists, man.
It was
Something
fun.
always happens.
Yes.
Something crazy always happens. It never fails. Flat
Before
tires.
or after, but it's gonna go down.
It was a good time, but
Flat tires. Somebody loses their phone.
Like right now.
The law stops somebody. Something crazy always happens. Well, yeah, fellas. Before we go, let everybody know where they can reach y'all and how they can contact y'all to do collabs or buy a beat from you or or book you for a show.
Well, if you need a motherfucking song wrote, if you need me to come do a performance, if you need me to go and talk shit, you can hit me up at RENZEEO on Twitter, or you can hit me up. Just go to my website, www.itsren.com. That's ITSREN.com. And I always put real thoughtful, it's my blog, so I put thoughtful information up there. And you can just got my Facebook and my Twitter on there. So the main thing is www.itsren.com. So you can just go there.
and you can get at me at Purple Bastard on Twitter. My website is thatpurplebastard.com, just the way it's spelled, THAT, purplebastard.com, and that's where I post, most of my new music and everything. If you're interested in checking out beats and stuff and, getting kind of a broader idea of my sound, you can go to my SoundCloud account where I also have a lot of stuff posted that I don't necessarily have posted on the main site, and that's just, SoundCloud / that. For me, not that I'm incredibly hard to reach or anything like that, but I have heard, some things. So, people be talking shit. So, but also my email is thatpurplebastard@yahoo.com, so you can also email me as well. Yeah.
Cool, man.
See, he has a Yahoo.
I always get flack because I have a Yahoo account still.
I have a Yahoo too, though.
Doesn't matter.
I know, but he says it all the time, so I'm like, if Purple Bastard has acknowledgement.
Purple Bastard got one.
Right? Whenever somebody says something, say, Purple Bastard got one.
Boy, tracks.
Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. You can go and take a picture. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads.
Drop the top in the parking lot so y'all can see but the dress is fine.
Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads. Broken lady sitting on the grill with grainy grip. It's fucking this up. Every time we hit the parking lot, we turn heads.
Flossing, swerving, the top is missing.